Hello. Welcome back. It's been a while since my last video. I think it's been a few months since that Arsenal video. But yeah, anyways, today I'm gonna be doing my World Cup bracket predictions. Um, just a disclaimer: I'm not going to be supporting any team this World Cup just because I want to enjoy football as it is, without any biases or anything. And I'm just gonna be doing this prediction based on what I know about the teams. I didn't do any research on who's in what. I just know the squads somewhat of most of the teams. So I'm just gonna go by what I know. So yeah, okay, let's begin. So Group A, there's Mexico, South Korea, South Africa, and Czech Republic. This is a tough group to call, but Mexico, obviously one of the host nations. South Korea, who's always been in these tournaments. South Africa, back after 2010. Czechia, another team that I don't know much of, but just of this, I think Korea will come out on top and Mexico second, with Czechia third and South Africa fourth. I'll be surprised if South Africa get through and get a win. Yeah, I haven't watched any South Africans play in the past year, maybe apart from Lal Foster at Burnley. Korea, obviously, Son, Hong Yi-chan, Kim Min-jae, a few big names in there. I think they'll come out top. Mexico second, Raul Jimenez, Gilberto Mora. They're playing in front of home crowd. I think they'll do enough to get second. Czech Republic third. Don't know much about them, but they'll beat South Africa, so they'll at least get 3 points. Okay, next Group B: Canada, Switzerland, Qatar, and Bosnia. Switzerland, a team who has been a mainstay in World Cups. Canada, another host nation. Bosnia, who got into the World Cup by playoffs. I forgot who they beat. Italy, maybe? I forgot. And we got Qatar. Qatar won't get a point, won't get a goal. But I think Bosnia will be top. I just like some of the players they have. Bayraktarovic, Čeko, obviously, Alay Begovic. I think they might have enough to get top. Switzerland will come second, just because I think they know how to get through group stages in major tournaments. Canada third, they beat Qatar by a lot, I think, and Qatar fourth. I've heard about Qatar being good, but I don't think they're as good as any of these teams here. Group C: Brazil, Morocco, Scotland, and Haiti. Morocco just lost Aged and Abde through injury, and they replaced them with two players who I've never heard of. I guess based on that, Brazil obviously lost Wesley, and incoming United signing Ederson replaces him. Well, I think Brazil will just have too much firepower. They'll come first, Morocco will come second, Scotland third, and Haiti fourth. Haiti might get something against Scotland, but I just feel like Scotland won't concede as much as them. Yeah, Haiti first time in the World Cup, I think, or maybe second time in a while. First time in a while, I don't know. But yeah, Haiti will come last, Scotland third. Group D: US, Australia, Paraguay, and Turkey. I think Turkey is are the favorites here. Their young core of Uzun, Guler, Yildiz. They have their veterans, Akterkoglu, Kokcu, Çalhanoğlu. I think it will just be too much for the rest of the teams. US will come second. Australia and Paraguay will be the two teams fighting for third. And I think I don't know much about Paraguay. I know a few players, but I don't know how they play, any formation or who the coach is. I don't know how they play, but I have a slight feeling Paraguay will come third and Australia will be fourth. Okay, Group E: Germany, Ecuador, Cote d'Ivoire, Ivory Coast, and Curacao. Tough group. Ecuador has a good backline. Hincapié, Estupinian, Pacho, Caicedo sitting in front of them. But I think Germany will just be too good for all of them. But the main problem here will be Ecuador and Ivory Coast. Ivory Coast, I think, didn't concede a goal in qualification at all, scoring about 20 plus goals, conceding 0. I think that is something worth noting. And I think that will be enough for them to come second and Ecuador to come third, because I feel that the Ecuador front line isn't as good as the Ivory Coast's front line. So I think that will be the differentiating factor, and Curacao will come last. I'll be happy for them if they got a goal or get past the halfway line. Group F: Netherlands, Japan, Tunisia, Sweden. I think Netherlands will easily walk this group. Japan looks good on paper, but they don't have their star player in Mitoma this campaign, which I think is quite a big blow to them, which is why I'll put Sweden second. Obviously, they have Gyökeres and Isak in their front line. Surprisingly, didn't bring Bargi to the World Cup, Hugo Larsson as well. But they do have Ilanga, Nigrin, and all of them. I think they'll come second, Japan third. Tunisia will put up a good fight. I think they're a good team, but it's just not enough for to get into the next stage. Group G: Belgium, Iran, Egypt, New Zealand. I think Belgium will easily win this group. The strength of their team compared to the other three, I think they are much better than the other three. It's a toss-up between Egypt and Iran for me. It depends on how good Salah plays for Egypt, and I think this potentially being his last World Cup, I think he'll turn up. And I think Egypt will come second, Iran will come third, and New Zealand fourth. I think the game to watch will be Iran and New Zealand, because whoever wins that game will definitely be third. But I think Iran is winning that game. So yeah. Okay, Group H, we have Spain, Uruguay, Saudi Arabia, and Cabo Verde. Spain will easily come top. Uruguay, Saudi Arabia, and Cabo Verde. I think I have Saudi coming in last. It's between Uruguay and Cabo Verde, and I think the shock of the tournament will be Cabo Verde beating Uruguay, possibly like a 0-0 or something like that. I may be wrong. This is just a wild prediction I'm making. Cabo Verde to come second, Uruguay third. All of the teams will be beating Saudi Arabia, who I think have no chance, although they beat Argentina, the World Cup winners, last time. Group I: France, Senegal, Norway, and Iraq. France will win the group. It's the battle for second, which is interesting, between Senegal and Norway. Senegal have good players: Iliman Ndiaye, Mane, El Hadj Diouf, Malik Diouf, that guy, West Ham left back, Pape Matar Sarr, a lot of Sars in there, Ismail Sarr. Yeah, I think Senegal comes second, Norway third, but I think it's just the difference will be how many goals they beat Iraq by. I think Senegal and Norway will play out a draw, 0-0, 1-1, and then whoever scores more goals against Iraq will be second and the other will be third. Iraq, I'll be happy if you get a goal. Group J: Argentina, Austria, Algeria, and Jordan. Argentina being the reigning champions, I don't think they'll be grouped. I think they are lucky in terms of who they got in the group, because they're definitely getting 3 points against Jordan. They're not losing to Algeria or Austria, so I think they'll get through easily. Messi's last dance, possibly. Yeah. Austria or Algeria. Austria, obviously under Ralf Rangnick, they didn't bring in a replacement for Christoph Baumgartner, who is one of their crucial players in midfield. But I think Algeria will come second and Austria third. Jordan will come fourth. Algeria just have better players, I think. Mahrez, obviously, Maza, Chaibi, who's also in there. I think Algeria will scrape second, but it'll be a tight race. Group K, Colombia, Portugal, Uzbekistan, and DR Congo. Portugal will come out of the group with 3 wins out of 3. DR Congo second. A lot of people don't know about DR Congo, but they do have a few notable players. Bakambu and who else? Wan-Bissaka, Tuanzebe. I forgot there's a few in there, but I just can't think of them right now. Samuel Mutusami is one of the players that comes up. I don't know why, but yeah, he's there. Feston Mayele, he's there. Colombia third, Uzbekistan fourth. I think Uzbekistan will give a good showing for themselves this World Cup. I think they'll be a serious nation. Looking forward. Yeah. Group L, England, Croatia, Panama, and Ghana. England will win the group. I think England and Croatia will have the same number of points. Both teams will beat Panama and Ghana, and England and Croatia will play out a draw, so 7 points each. It just depends on who will be scoring more goals against Panama and Ghana. Ghana will come third. They are beating Panama, who will be dead last. Okay, next we go to the group stages, and we have to select 8 third place teams. Okay, Canada is going through because Qatar is in their group. Scotland is going through because Haiti is in their group. Ecuador and Uruguay going through. I think it just depends on who the worst team is, and that worst team is going to be. I think 3 points will be enough to go through. So, for example, Norway is demolishing Iraq. I think Norway is beating Iraq. Austria as well, beating Jordan. So Norway and Austria have 2 more. This is tough. I can't see anything here. Japan, Austria, maybe Colombia, and Panama and Ghana. I think Ghana will win that one. So, bang. All right. Now we go to the round of 32. Mexico against Switzerland. I think home advantage will play a part here. I think Mexico will go through. Germany, Scotland. This looks straightforward. I think Scotland will put up a good fight. But Germany will eventually win. Netherlands, Morocco, an interesting game. Defense against defense. I don't think both of them have an exceptional attacking front line. But I think Netherlands will scrape through. End of the road for Morocco. Brazil, Sweden. Again, just like the Germany-Scotland game, looks straightforward, but Sweden will give a good account of themselves here. But I think eventually Brazil will go through. France, Uruguay. France will go through. Côte d'Ivoire, Senegal. An African matchup here, but I think this is tough. I think this is a coin toss, bro. But I think Senegal will go through. Ecuador, South Korea. I think Ecuador will go through. England, Colombia, England. Turkey, Canada. Canada, first home nation to go home. Belgium, go home. First home nation to bow out. Belgium, Norway. Oh, this is a good matchup. But I think Belgium. No, I changed my mind. I think Norway. DR Congo, Croatia. Yeah. Spain, Algeria. I think tough fight. It'll be a good fight, but I think Spain will eventually go through. Bosnia and Austria. I think Bosnia will go through. I think this is my wildcard, the tournament, Bosnia. Argentina, Cabo Verde. I think this is straightforward. It might be 5-0, 6-0. Portugal, Ghana. Portugal, US, Egypt. I think home advantage again. I think the US are going through. Germany, France, a potential final matchup, but I think France's attack of Dembele, Mbappe, Olise, Cherki, Doué, Barcola, you can go on and on about France's attackers. But I think France will go through. Mexico and Netherlands, I think it's the end of the road for one of the host nations here. Mexico, Netherlands will go through. Brazil, Senegal. Why do I feel like they've played each other recently? Okay, anyways, I think Brazil will go through. Ecuador, England. I think England will barely escape through extra time. 1-0, 2-1, something like that. Croatia, Spain, I think end of the road for Modric's team. Spain will go through easily. Turkey, Norway, wow. The young guns against possibly the greatest striker in the world, one of the greatest strikers in the world. Goulet, Yildiz against Haaland and Odegaard. This is tough, man. But I think I'll go with the animal, Turkey. Argentina, USA, I'm sorry USA, you're buying out to Messi here. And Bosnia and Portugal. Here goes my wild card. Portugal is beating Bosnia easily. Now we go to the quarterfinals, France and Netherlands. Again, France's firepower will be a bit too much for the Dutch. And so the Dutch will bow out. I haven't said too much about the Dutch, but I feel like they're attacking. I keep thinking about attacking line. Their front line, it's not good enough. The front line of Gakpo, Memphis, Weghorst is our number 9, like literal number 9. Lang, Somerville. I mean, compare that to the Netherlands front lines of yesteryear with Robben, Van Persie, Van Basten, Schneider. You can keep going on and on about them. But I think France will go through. End of the road for Turkey here. Spain will beat them. Brazil, England. Just because I know... this is tough. If Neymar plays, England is winning. If Neymar doesn't play, I think England still win. Sorry. I think this is the matchup for the ages right here. The matchup everybody wants to see. Argentina and Portugal. Messi's and Ronaldo's last dance. It's definitely Ronaldo's last dance. Maybe Messi has one more in him, but I don't think so. But I think... I think Portugal will win. Will beat Argentina. It will be a close game. It won't be like the final in 2022. It'll be a KG game. The midfield, whoever wins the midfield battle will win that game. Yeah, and I feel that Portugal's midfield is better than Argentina. So, yeah. Anyways, semis, France, Spain. I think this should be the final. Two of the best teams in Europe right now. Spain, it's just a well-oiled unit, I think. France is just superstars. But I think France will go through to the final. And they will face Portugal. So we have a France and Portugal final. Third place match, I don't really care who wins. I think we'll just give Spain the win. France and Portugal, the final. Mbappe's second World Cup, or Ronaldo bowing out with a World Cup. Together with his Euros win in 2016, this will be the cherry on top of the many layers of cakes that he has, and that's why I feel that France will win. I think, I don't know, it's just a gut feeling. And there goes my McAfee thingy. Yeah, I'm at booking.com now. Yeah, whatever. I think France will win. Yeah. if I were to give a prediction on the score, 2-1, Bruno goal or assist, Mbappe dagger, 74th minute. Yeah. Okay, that's all I have. It's kind of a anyhow video, but I just wanted to put something out before it starts tonight at 3 a.m. Who's playing? I think it's Mexico and South Africa. Oh, is it another? It's a rematch of the first game in 2010. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, France to beat Portugal in the final 2-1. Yeah, just wanted to put a video out, man. Okay, bye.